Great. Guess we're all here. That never
Oh,
gets old.
how cute. She's getting big.
This baby? No.
She's looking at dad. Huh?
Wow, look at
this
those
smile
eyes.
when she looks at dad.
She's gonna fill in for me on one of these nights if that's okay.
That's fine with me.
She was like, yeah, no problem. I got this, Dad.
Her ability to focus is amazing.
All right.
Look at
Better
her.
focus than I can do.
I got this, Dad. I'm all over it.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll call the meeting to order. Has everybody had a chance to take a look at the minutes from the May 26th board meeting?
Yes.
Any changes, corrections, additions, etc.?
No.
No. Then we will accept the minutes as written. Okay.
Nobody for privilege.
Yeah, nobody for privilege of the floor. But I will take this opportunity to introduce you all to Mark C., who is our new building inspector, hopefully soon to be code enforcement officer.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Mark,
Mark.
meet Nate. Nate, meet Mark. You guys are going to work together over various issues. Nate's our attorney, Mark.
Okay.
So you'll be working with him on the 239s and all that sort of stuff.
All right.
So.
Mark, did you have anything you wanted to bring up? You had mentioned something. Something about the fees and whatnot. Is that something you wanted to discuss tonight, or you want to make a more formal proposal?
I can do it at our next meeting. I just want to simplify it a little bit compared to what it is now. I took a look at it a little bit today, and it just seems like it's a lot more complicated than it needs to be.
The fee structure.
Correct.
Okay.
Do we set the fees by local law or is it by board resolution, Linda?
I honestly don't know that answer. I'd have to go do some investigating to let you know. But right now it's on a sliding scale of project cost and something else, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, and I also found a paper that I found once I got home of set prices also. That's what I mean. We have two different things to go by, and I don't think it needs to be that complicated.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I would like to look back in the minutes and stuff and let you know how it was done last time, resolutions and stuff, and then we can go forward.
Okay.
So, Mark, yeah, whenever you're ready, just let us know, and I'll have you present whatever suggestions you have to the board. And
right.
My personal feeling is we're not looking to make a ton of money off this stuff. We just want to make it, it needs to be a procedure that we can be formal about, and it needs to be something that you can handle, and that's not going to bog us all down.
Correct.
Sound good? Does anybody else have any questions for Mark? I don't want to keep him too long. I just wanted to say hello. No? Alrighty, Mark. Well, thank you for popping in.
You're welcome. Look forward to working with y'all.
Take care. Have a good night.
Thanks,
Yep, have a
Mark.
good one.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay. Next is, this is the part where we make fun of our lawyer and law firm.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay, we have a resolution. I'll read the resolve part. That the firm Coughlin and Gerhardt LLP and Nate Van Wy be hereby appointed to that role for the Village of Whitney Point, and to authorize the mayor to execute an agreement setting forth the terms of that engagement. Would somebody like to make the motion to maintain our current counsel?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Marv, we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Fran, any discussion? Okay, we'll take it to a vote.
So
Bob's muted.
Bob's trying to talk.
Sorry, I said the two newest members of the board don't understand that this is where we sit in silence on that motion for a while just to make the lawyer nervous. So he's really not nervous because he knows us well enough. But that's usually what we do.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Can we
Well,
vote?
I mean,
Can we
you
vote
got
for
to make them
Skid?
sweat a little.
All right, and a vote. Bob,
Yes.
Marv,
Yes.
Fran,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
and I vote yes as well.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Nate.
We appreciate your work, Nate, and your daughter.
She's pretty cute.
All right, we got a few resolutions here. The next one, resolution number 25, involves the how we handle excessive funds. I can't imagine we have too many excessive funds.
No.
In the event that we do have excessive funds, this is to let's see, to resolve that the treasurer be and is hereby authorized to invest excess funds within the official depository, whatever accounts are paying the best rate of returns in whatever manner that is allowed by village law. Can I get a motion on that?
Move it.
Do we have a second?
Second.
I'll, s-
All right, heard Scott. Scott got the second. Any discussion?
Just as a whereas these funds should be put to use earning more money, do we have anything in place for that, or is that something you guys have done?
We have nothing in excess funds at the present time and haven't for the last 5 years, Scott. But
Yeah.
this is
Sure.
just a formality.
It's
No,
just
and I
being
get it.
clear.
And I was just wondering if there was like, we were reinvesting. Yeah. I
Interest-bearing
understand there's
accounts.
no
Interest bearing
interest-bearing
account.
accounts. Gotcha. Thanks.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay, great. And we'll take it to a vote. Fran,
yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Marv,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
and I'll vote yes. Okay, the next one, resolution number 26. Naming our official depository that we referred to in resolution number 25. Be it resolved that the NBT Bank being is hereby designated the depository in which the treasurer and tax collector shall deposit all monies coming into her hands by virtue of her office. So as I said, that is currently NBT Bank.
NBT Bank.
NBT right up on Route 11.
Norwich
Yes.
Bank and Trust. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a motion for that?
I'll move it.
So moved.
Scott, the motion. Anybody second?
I'll second it.
Fran gets a second. Any discussion? No? Hearing none, we'll take it to a vote. Fran,
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
Marv,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
and I will vote yes. Okay. And the last one, resolution number 27, is the resolution naming our official newspaper. This one's a little bit more comical. But officially our newspaper is and has been the Binghamton Press and Sun Bulletin. And we're going to continue to do so, even though we do try to post things as well supplementally online. Officially, we do submit all of our posts to the press as well.
I'll move it.
Does this have to be done every year?
Yes.
Yeah, every year we've got to go through and officially name these,
I see.
I was going to ask the same thing, Fran.
Just
and they are for a duration of 1 year. It's because our budget year just started.
Now,
Oh,
with
I see.
the official newspapers, that mean like official announcements from the village? This is where you definitely have to post them here, and then we can supplement online and stuff.
Right. We do our public hearings and notice our public hearings, our tax notice, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
If you're having a special meeting, that, that type of thing.
Yep, referendum thing, yeah.
Yeah. All that stuff. Our bids, our competitive bids that we have to go out to bid and stuff.
Basically, any public notice we get out into the press and sun.
Correct.
I'll move it.
I'll second.
4 seconds. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, we'll bring it to a vote. Fran,
Yes. Yes.
Bob,
Sorry.
that's all right. Bob, did I get your vote?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Marv
Yes.
and Scott,
Yes.
and I will vote yes as well. 4 resolutions up, 4 resolutions down. Okay, next. You shall have a copy of the proposed agreement between ourselves, the village, and Coughlin and Gerhart. Did everybody get a chance to take a look at that, or would you like to do so now?
I had a chance to look through it.
Okay, great. Again, a little bit of a price increase, but
For
We
next
do-
year.
for
They held it for this fiscal year, next.
oh, very, I misread
Yep.
that.
And then as I looked at the changes in compensation, the increase of 1,200, that's on the 18,000, not on the 1,500 per month, correct?
18,000.
The total per year.
The total per year. Okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
And Just to say, Coughlin and Gerhardt has been very good to the village. We were supposed to be getting an increase this past year, and because of COVID and things like that, they were very generous and allowed that to slide. So we do appreciate that. So, let's see. We're gonna have to move. I have to be given the. Was I already given the power to sign this, or do I have to bring this up? 1 second. Let me look at my resolution again.
Should include going.
I was already authorized to execute an agreement. So if anybody has any questions about it, now's the time to ask. Other than that, I will execute the agreement. Sound good?
You're good.
All right. No action needs to be taken on that. Look at us whipping through here.
Thanks again, everybody.
That's what he was sweating over, is that one, not the other.
Right. It was
Come
the
on.
agreement, the one that talks about the money.
The money,
I mean,
one. Money
sweat.
talks.
Sweating over both of them, really. Bob knows.
No, we're good. We wouldn't surprise you like that.
Right. Congratulations, you're attorney, but also we're not paying you. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we just miss an opportunity then?
Yeah, we did. We blew it.
All right. Old business. Anybody have any old business?
I would comment, Jason, that thank you for the effort you've been putting. I think it's you online to get people to understand the parameters of the new garbage.
I will give that credit to Linda.
Oh,
but,
my God.
we've both been trying. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Appreciate
been a
it.
valiant effort. Definitely. Thank you.
Sure has.
And so there has been some more drama, but it's
We're working
waning.
through it.
Did we ever figure out the bin cost and how that affected everything down the line? I know I missed the last meeting, but I think that was a question we had.
Right now,
The
they're
cost of the bins if they were missing and how that affected the village.
right
Was
now.
responsible.
Right now, we're not dealing with that at the present time. We're just dealing with getting it resolved at the present time
Mhm.
through working with Bert Adams. We'll cross that bridge next.
Gotcha. Okay.
We've had a lot of changes over cans and bins and all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just remember
no,
that
I
coming up.
understand where you're coming from, Scott. I understand.
Yeah, that is a question we do need to know, and people have asked about. It's other questions have been taking precedence in
Sure.
terms of their size and pickup locations and then things like
I see,
that.
and I thought the instructions were fairly clear. I mean, right? Like it said,
Right.
face the arrows to the road, 3 feet away from everything.
But-
All your recyclables in the yellow one,
But the
bi-weekly.
thing is,
And all your
you've got
trash
to
in the
read
other one.
those directions, Scott.
Oh no, I understand completely. We do all kinds of notification, and it's great. Except if nobody reads it, it's worthless.
Yeah.
Right, and then there have been numerous complaints all over the board. Namely, how am I supposed to set this? How am I supposed to set these 3 feet apart? How am I supposed to haul this to the curb? It's so big.
Well, we couldn't save everybody money on the garbage service and make everybody happy. My God.
Scott's going to
Yeah,
be in charge of handling all the responses to the citizenry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You guys might want to proofread some of it, but yeah, no,
So,
thank you guys for all the effort with that.
no problem. It's getting better. And again, any transition, I'd be lying if I told you right there that would go perfectly. But any transition is to be met with a little bit of resistance, and we are, as many people, very set in our ways. So
And just think, in 5 years, we can do it again.
5 years.
maybe next time we should do a 10-year. That'll be nice.
Oh, man.
5 years is right, just enough time to let people get used to it and then pull the rug out from underneath them. Just keep it
Yeah.
interesting.
It used to be every year, Scott,
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that could bog everything.
because I think it was just this past
Just-
5
Yeah.
years ago that we decided to go with the 5 years instead of the 1 year.
Well, I have to say, after the first pickup, like, with the old garbage company, my garbage cans would be kind of thrown about, beat up and stuff. These were picked up, set down. I thought it was pretty nice. So, yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, there were a few, in all honesty, that we've had some issues on both sides, and we've kind of addressed them on both sides
Mhm.
with it. And so first week was a tough week because it was a holiday week. So that kind of played in the mix of all of it too. So this week was better. And hopefully next week will be even better yet.
Correct.
Yep, I noticed they were out early.
They are out early.
Yes.
Not
Which-
Yeah, it
which
gets
is
picked
what
up
we
before
want.
noon now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You don't dare wait till 9 o'clock to put your garbage out.
No,
we have received some complaints about that.
I'm sure you have.
That it is too darn early.
they woke me up.
And
Why did
also,
they say the night before?
yeah,
Oh, then they'd have to plan for that,
They
right?
came through about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, they did.
and that being said, Bird Adams did kind of sort of waive the idea of possibly delaying pickups on weeks where there is a holiday. Now, I don't really want to have the discussion now. I just want to kind of throw this out to you so you guys can start churning around in your heads. I know originally we had really wanted pickups to be Tuesday, and the reason we set Tuesday was so we wouldn't have to bump them because of holidays. And they're going to, how long are they? It's through the end of the year. They're going to be allowing us to do this, Linda, before they're going to bring it up again.
They will bring it up again. They're expecting for us to do it by the next holiday that's on a Monday, which would be July 4th.
Okay. Our contract states Tuesday,
Correct.
and there's nothing in the contract about bumping through the weeks. Their concerns are that all of their other customers bump a day on the weeks that there's a holiday, and they're afraid that somebody's going to call the Bird Adams telephone number and get the alert saying that your pickup is going to be bumped by a day, and they're going to get confused.
And the fact that they give their employees the holiday off. That's the other part.
So again,
Just to be clear, they're proposing that if there's a holiday, they pick up on Wednesday instead of Tuesday?
Yes.
yes, they would bump all the pickups that week by a day. So the pickups that were normally Monday would be Tuesday. Tuesday would be bumped to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday, Thursday to Friday.
Wow.
Are they bumping Friday pickups to Saturday or
They've
something?
got to double up someday. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why is that a weird issue for them?
Fully mess up our residents at this point, since we're just getting to this system of
right. And again, our contract does not specify this. I think this has been more of a request on their part, but I wanted to at least touch upon it.
It seems if our day is Tuesday, I'm not understanding why they need that, or why would they ask?
I think it's because they bumped their Monday to Tuesday on the holiday. And now they have 2 days worth of pickup to do on Tuesday.
bingo,
Oh,
They want to do that.
bingo.
Right.
okay.
So anyway, just an FYI for now.
But we'll cross that bridge when we have to.
Right. Okay. Also, an old business. Our code enforcement officer, as you know, has retired. His last day was on June 7th. Transition has not gone as smoothly as I was hoping, but I'm not going to get into that in too much detail here. Mark is very enthusiastic, and he did get a chance to meet with Ken this past Monday to try and go over some current projects. Mark is working with both Linda, Sandy, and myself to try and make sure projects that had originated in Ken's court are being transitioned properly. Again, not quite as challengeless as I was hoping it would be, but we're getting along, and Mark's doing a good job so far. I think that's it for old business. Anybody else have any old business? No. Any new business? I just have one. I was contacted by the Broome County Fair Board, and they've asked to meet with me this weekend, which I will do, mostly to introduce myself, and I think they want to discuss their plans for the upcoming fair, which is nice that they're actually having an upcoming fair. It's nice to start getting back into normalcy here. So I will report on what transpires at that meeting at the next meeting. And that's it for my agenda. Is there anything else anybody needs to discuss? What time is it?
Did you get that computer replaced, Jason?
Yeah, we did.
Good.
It's actually sitting in this other room right now.
Gotcha.
I
I
have
know
to
there was
put
a
it-
couple emails, and then I didn't see if we'd
Yeah, it just got to be at the last minute. In the future, I'm going to, it's just a matter of, we have discretion. But your concerns were as far as whether we should bid or do something along those lines?
No, really, my concern was really just that it doesn't come back to bite us, kind of along what Marv said. I'm all for it, to be honest. I just want to make sure we're protected or, as much as we need to be. That's
Sure.
really it.
Well,
And if we
I
have the
guess
discretion, then that's great.
we can ask Nate while he's here. Nate, I work for Red Barn Computers. And although I'm not directly involved in the production and sale of computer systems, my company does do it. And they have had not a contract, but a relationship with my company well before I was on the board. And for the past 15 years, they've purchased computers from Red Barn.
And we utilize them for a backup service for the clerk's computer.
Right. So the real question is, we've never taken it out to bid before. We've never had to do anything particular before, but now I'm mayor. So,
I guess my question, sorry to interrupt, Jason. I guess really the question is, can we just continue to do that under the current circumstances?
Right.
Situation.
right.
Really.
My email was to the purpose of just making sure if anybody felt uncomfortable with that, to let me know.
The only thing I felt is that I didn't want you to get into a conflict of interest, that's all.
Right.
And maybe there's a dollar limit where we can just do that and not have to go out to bids. Is there?
And there is a dollar amount for that sort of thing. I think it's
Talking one computer a year. We're not talking
Right.
every
Right.
year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
if there's
so-
a dollar amount, we can avoid a bid, definitely.
Yeah, so the only thing, and Marv, I think you were right to say, this is the area of concern of the issue, right? Is there a conflict of interest? And any vote that the board might have concerning any matters to do with the Red Barn service contract or basically anything that Red Barn is doing, I would say Jason would recuse himself from that vote. It's up to the rest of the board as to what you folks want to do. If you're, and then separately from that is the question of the procurement and what you have to do to procure it. And like Linda said, if it's one computer a year, you're below the competitive bidding threshold.
Right.
Then I would just make sure that we're even below the threshold to get quotes for pricing on various vendors for a service like this. And it's not just, you said that they troubleshoot the problem. So they're really like a 24-hour on-call type of a service that we can contact, maybe not 24 hours, but that type of an emergency computer service to come and fix a problem, which is not just any old service. And as we've already talked about, it's inexpensive compared to what your thresholds would be. So I think what you're doing is fine. The board's aware of it. They know if there's ever a need for a vote, Jason recuses himself, and the board is free to always go in another direction if you wanted to.
And I want to let you guys know that if that is the case, you want to look at bills, things like that, it is always available, and I'm willing to have that discussion.
Well,
it's
in
for the sake of
normal-
convenience right now.
In normal circumstances, everybody's reviewing the bills before they're signed off and paid anyway,
Mhm.
prior to Zoom. So
No, as long as we have an avenue to keep doing the business that protects, Jason and the board, then yeah, if we're good, then I think, we avoid the conflict of interest and we're all set.
Right, and I do appreciate that.
Speaking of computers, with all the stuff's going on by Russian hacks, I don't know, as a small village, we have to worry about that. But
we do.
have we taken steps or are we taking steps to make sure that doesn't happen? Because that's the next step. It happened to every little municipality around being hacked.
Well, I have taken steps, but now that we have a network guru on the board, that's probably way better at this than I am. I would be more than willing to sit down with Scott and discuss some of our options. Right now, we're shut down. There are no open ports inbound on our
Okay.
firewall.
Yep.
There's none. So right now, we still have to be concerned with spear phishing schemes, things like that, social engineering, to try and get information from people rather than machines. But yeah, Scott, I would love to, if you have some time, to sit down and we can sort of. And again, I don't think our plan needs to be complex because we don't have servers, we don't have that sort of thing. But
No, I think something like what you've got is pretty simple, and I think your concerns are right as far as the social engineering and that sort of thing, and making sure passwords are secure and that type of stuff. No, without the servers, but yeah, let's sit down. We can.
And I went through and
Definitely.
changed all the passwords since we had a personnel change here. So any password that Ken had has been changed.
Perfect. And then maybe what could come of it is we do have a little bit of a framework, right? Not policy, but a framework for how we like to do it so that it's transparent.
Absolutely. I look forward to not being the only one to worry about this sort of thing.
Well, I'm in the middle of a data center move, so time's a crunch right now. We're moving the whole thing.
Okay. Well, again, I've handled this particular instance, but going forward, I would like some feedback.
Yeah.
Would be good.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah,
Absolutely.
good point. Thank you, Marv. Thank you, Scott. All right. On that note, I think we're going to call it a meeting. I will call this meeting to a close.
Are you sure we don't have anything more to talk about? You hire the lawyer and then give him a 25-minute meeting. I don't know.
I can stick around, Bob, if you just want to chat.
We just want to see the baby some more. If that's
Yeah.